Hello, beautiful people. So today I bring you another good news. And this one is about this province in Canada that is massively accepting foreigners. Yeah. So many people have been using this and they're not telling anybody. So I just thought like I should make a video to make this public so that you can know what is going on in the background. Yeah. So a lot of people are migrating to this particular province in Canada because they have their own provincial program that is really good. The requirements are low. You don't need to have a degree to move down to this province. And all in all, I think it is something that people can easily meet the requirements and all. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you, all the details you need to know, the eligibility requirements, how to apply. I'll show you the whole step-by-step process so you can join the number of people that have been moving to this province quietly. Okay, so just stick with me till the end so you can get all the information. We are just meeting. If this is your first time of watching my video, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and I really love having you here with me today. So let me know in the comment section if you're watching me for the first time. I have something special for you, so please drop a comment. Let me know if this is your first time on my channel. So do subscribe to the channel so you can be seeing more videos that will help you in your relocation journey. I share a lot of videos on how to relocate to several countries like the UK, Netherlands, Australia, Canada, the US, so many countries, right? I have all that on my channel and I keep updating my channel every day. So do subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you know every time I share a new video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Your support has been massive. I truly appreciate you. Your likes, your comments, your shares, it all means the world to me. Thank you for your support. And if you want to talk to me privately, you can send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. Let's get to talk about how to get you to your destination country. All right. So, Canada has so many programs. If you want to move to Canada, right, there are like tons and tons of immigration programs, of pathways that you can take down to the country. And on my channel, I have a full playlist that I've made where I've been talking about these programs one after the other. So you can do well to check out the playlist. Is in the top right corner of your screen or in the description box below. You're just going to see a Canada playlist. So you can watch it to see the number of pathways and immigration programs that I have done on my channel. And I'll continue to be doing more just like this particular one you're watching. So let's get into the details of today's video. So I want to talk about the rural renewal stream for Alberta. Alberta is this province that has been receiving so many foreigners into their province. So the rural Alberta communities can apply for community designation with the intent to attract and recruit newcomers to address labor needs and settle newcomers into rural communities. So these communities that are usually overlooked by, express entry and other pathways, they have come together to say, yeah, we need foreigners, we need people to come into our communities, and they've come together to put up this program, right? So through this program, you can move and settle in Alberta. So the rural renewal stream supports the attraction and retention of newcomers to rural Alberta through a community-driven approach that supports local economic development needs and contributes to the growth of the community. So in this video, you're going to see the community designation, you're going to see the eligibility requirements, you're going to see how to apply and what happens after you've been nominated. All right, so let's start. So the community designation, yeah, communities with the capacity to attract, recruit, and welcome newcomers can apply to participate in this stream. So these are the designated communities that are part of this program. It's a very long list. So you have the list, of designated communities and designation dates. So this started May 13 of 2022. And as you go down, you see more dates. It begins to, come forward. And you can see dates that are in 2023. So the community designation, right? How does it work? Interested communities fill out a community designation application form, Additional points will be awarded for communities with less than 10,000 residents. Once a community is designated, they will be able to attract, recruit, and retain newcomers using this stream. So they have mandatory requirements like the rural communities with a population of less than 100,000. The rural communities in the same economic region may form a partnership to submit an application. And then one or more employers are interested in participating and have permanent, a minimum of 12 months full-time, non-seasonal employment available. So these requirements now are for the designated communities. All these communities that are listed here, this is their own requirements, right? So they must have less than 100,000 population, right? And they must have employers that are interested in participating in this program, and those employers must have full-time positions available in their organizations. These are things that it cannot be used for. So you can't use this to recruit part-time or seasonal workers and all of that. This information is for the communities. Okay, so how to apply? How do you apply? So now this is information for you, all right? So before you apply, communities must have the capacity to attract, recruit, and welcome newcomers in order to participate in the rural renewal stream. A rural renewal stream candidate is a foreign national who does not have permanent residence or Canadian citizenship. The person could be living in or outside of Canada. So if you're in Canada, you can also take advantage of this to get your permanent residency. Or if you're outside of Canada and you want to move down to Canada, then this is perfect for you. So these are the community requirements. So the communities are going to be responsible for identifying and working with community employers that have permanent, jobs that need to be filled. So the communities are going to work with the employers, to get you a job in their community. And they're going to connect you with settlement providing organizations. They are going to develop additional criteria, to recruit foreign nationals. And then they will respond to foreign national inquiries while community is actively recruiting, and they will collaborate with employers on selecting and endorsing the foreign national, and they will develop and implement a plan for welcoming and settling foreign nationals to the community. So these are like a promise that they are making to the foreign nationals that want to move down to their communities. So what you need to do now is to complete the application form, and then you get an endorsement letter, an endorsement support letter from the community as well. And then you submit your application. So the completed application and supporting documents need to be submitted for designation by email to this email address here. So after you've submitted your application, then you can now go ahead to apply for the immigration program proper. So there's a lot of step-by-step information here. So you just need to really pay attention to follow me as I show you all the information. All right. Okay, so let's go over to see how you can apply for this rural renewal stream for Alberta. So there are two steps. It's a two-step process. Number one is a community designation process. The community recruits newcomers to meet labor needs and provides an endorsement of candidates letter to selected candidates. So that is the number one thing you need to do. And then the number two thing is that the candidate must submit the AAIP application. So what I showed you previously is this number one step where you go through the community designation process, getting your referral letter and all of that. And then when that process is done, then you now go ahead to submit your AAIP application proper. So the AAIP defines a rural Alberta community as any community outside of Calgary and Edmonton. So any community outside the main communities, that is Calgary and Edmonton, then they can participate in this. So you need to go through the community endorsement requirements. So you get the endorsement letter, the candidate endorsement letter. All candidates must have an endorsement of candidate letter from their designated community, like I said earlier. So this letter must be issued by the local EDO. An EDO is an economic development organization. So you're going to get this letter from an economic development organization from the community that you're applying to. So this your endorsement letter must have the name of the address of the EDU supporting your application. It must have your full name and residential address, details of the bona fide job offer. So you must have a job offer to apply for this. Getting a job offer in Alberta, I've done videos about where to get jobs in Alberta, but I'm going to do another video after this one. I'll do another video that is going to just focus on getting jobs in Alberta so you can apply for this, right? So this video is all about giving you all the information about this program and how to apply for it. So do subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notification bell so you see the next video I'm going to do about where to get jobs in Alberta. All right, so you're going to get your job offer. It's going to have all those details and all of that. And then there are also job offer requirements as well. What your job, it has to be a full-time job, a paid full-time job in the community you want to go to. And you have to work for a minimum of 30 hours per week. And your employment must be for a minimum of 12 months. So it must be 12 months or more. And then your salary has to meet the minimum wage for your occupation. So all that information is here. And they also have information about licensing, registration, and certification requirements as well. So there is so much here. So I'm just going to try to summarize it. You can go to the website to check out this information. I'm going to drop the link, the URL to this website towards the end of the video. So there are job offers that are not eligible, and then occupation requirements as well are there. So the occupation requirements, right? The NOC has been updated. So the NOC 2021 version applies to all AAIP applications. So there's a list of occupations that are eligible for this, and there's also a list of occupations that are not eligible. So let's see the list here. So this is the list of ineligible occupations. If you fall under this, then you're not eligible to apply for this, all right? So those that are eligible are these ones. Those that fall under tier 0 to tier 5, they are eligible to apply for this stream. And then for language requirements, this is always a question people always ask. So the language requirements for some candidates may have increased or decreased with the implementation of the NOC 2021 version. So you must confirm your tier category to know what your language requirements are. So yes, you need IELTS actually. So this is a breakdown of what the language requirements are. So this is what it is. So yes, you need IELTS for this. So I've done previous videos where I broke down these tiers and their occupations and what they are, right? So I think I'm just going to leave, when you check the link, you can go look at the breakdown of what these occupations are. But they are, you have those that, require a university degree. And then from these other ones, you don't require a university degree for them, right? So that's why I said earlier that for this stream, you don't require a university degree. So there are some immigration programs you see that will only need, tier 0 and tier 1. But for this one, it goes all the way to tier 5. That is skilled and unskilled occupations. All of them, are eligible to apply for this, except the ones listed here. So every other occupation on this tier 0 to 5 is eligible apart from the ones listed here, right? So that's an easy way to know if you're eligible or not. So if you're not in this list, if you're not a legislator, an escort agency manager, massage, judges, authors, writers, musicians, and all of that. So just look at this list. If you're not on this list, then you can just take it that you're eligible to apply if you're under this tier 0 to tier 5. All right, so let's now look at how to apply for this. How do you apply? So you need to read the terms and conditions. That is the number one thing. So these are the terms and conditions for this. So you need to read it before you move to the next step to review the eligibility criteria. So number 2 is to review the eligibility criteria, which we just already looked at in the previous page we looked at. So that was the eligibility criteria, where you looked at the occupation, we looked at the language requirements and all of that, and also getting your referral from the community, from the EDU of the community. So that is that. So we are done with that. And then step 3 is to complete your application online. So it's an online application, and this is where you're going to click, the online portal. You click on this to start your application, and then you fill it all out, and then you upload your supporting documents as well. All the documents that you need, you're going to upload them. So your documents are going to include your passport, your credentials, your language test, your EDO, referral letter. The application portal is going to show you all the documents that you need for that. So when you're done, you need to upload all your documents. If you don't upload everything, the application is not going to be complete. So ensure you fill out everything that needs to be filled out, and then you pay your application fees, which is 500 Canadian dollars and all of that, and then you're good to go. So after you fill the application, you're going to get an email that is going to notify you that you've completed your application, and that email is going to come from at gov.ab.ca account. So if it doesn't come from this, then it is not authentic. So you need to always be sure of the emails that you're receiving to ensure that it is from the Alberta province, right? And then all through this process, always be checking your emails, because if they need any additional information, they're going to reach you via email. So you need to be checking your emails so that you follow up on the status of your application. Okay, so after that is done, let's look at what happens after. What happens after you've submitted your application. So after you've been nominated, the next thing you're going to do is to apply for your permanent residence, right? So once you are nominated under the rural renewal stream, there are several things to consider. One is that you apply for your permanent residence within 6 months. So once you receive your nomination, do not delay. Go ahead to apply for your permanent residence in Canada. So your AAIP nomination certificate is going to be sent to you by email. So once you receive that, the next thing you need to do is to get your permanent residence application ready. So after applying for your permanent residence, you submit all your applications online, you obtain your work permit, then you go ahead to do your medicals, your criminal and security checks, and all of that. So that is basically, how it is, for moving down to Alberta, as a permanent resident. So it's a lot of information here, like I said. So how to access all of this information? Okay, so you're going to see the URL on the screen. So just type out the URL, and you're going to get to this page where you're going to see all this information and see exactly where you're going to click to begin your online application. So let me know any question that you may have, any question that is not on this website, right? That is not on this Alberta website. Ask your questions in the comment section. I know it's a lot of information, so I know you have questions. So do ask your questions in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them, or probably do another video, to make things more clear, depending on what questions that you may have. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and give this video a thumbs up, that is a like, and also subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do that. Share the video as well. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jackie, and I will see you in my next video.